this week I'm thinking, have you ever taken the lie detector test? Well, that's what's happening this week. I need you to get a deck of cards. Pause the video now and go get a pack of playing cards. Okay, I assume you have a pack of playing cards. Now, what you're going to need to do, very important, if you are a female, take the cards, place them behind your back, and shuffle up the cards, okay? For 10 seconds only. Now, if you're a male, take the cards, hold them above your head. Hold them above your head and mix the cards up above your head for only 10 seconds. This is very important, 10 seconds only. Pause the video now and do this. Okay, I'm assuming you shuffled your cards. Now, the next step is very important. I don't want you to look at any of the cards. Do not look at any of the cards, okay? Keep them face down. You need to go through and take out any 7 random cards that you want. Take out any 7 cards and place them in front of you in a pile. Pause the video now and do this. Okay, last step. This could be the most crucial point in the experiment. Take the other cards. I think you should have about 45 cards left. Take those cards. Very important. Throw them in the trash. We don't need them for the rest of the experiment. We're done. We only need the 7 cards you've randomly selected. Pause the video now and do this. Okay, you got 7 cards in front of you. You need to take these 7 cards. If you're a female, you need to place the cards behind your back and shuffle them for just 3 seconds. Exactly. If you're a male, hold them above your head. Just hold the cards above your head, shuffle them for just 3 seconds only. Pause the video now and do this. Okay. So now you should have 7 cards in front of you. Don't look at any of the cards. Okay? Not until I say. Take the cards in front of you. What you're going to do is you're going to deal 1 card in front of you to the left. Next, you're going to deal a card to the right of that card. And to the right of the second card, you're going to deal a 3rd card. So you should have in front of you now a row of 3 cards. Now, take the remaining cards that you have left in your hand, and if you were born in the first half of the year, cut the cards once. If you were born in the second half of the year, do not cut the cards at all, unless you feel inclined to. Pause the video now and do this. Okay, you should have 3 cards in a row onto the table. You need to take the cards you have in your hand and deal 1 card onto each card you have on the table. Just deal 1 card onto each card that is on the table. Okay? Now, what that does is that should give you 3 piles on the table. Each pile should have 2 cards in it. And in your hand should be just 1 card. Okay? Now, what I want you to do now, very carefully, I want you to just peek at the card that you are holding. Peek at the card. Okay? Remember this card. Do not forget this card. If you need to write the name of the card on your arm, do it. Write it down somewhere. You can text yourself, email the name of the card yourself. Don't forget the card. If you forget the card, at the end of the experiment, it's going to get really stupid. Okay. Now, you need to take this card, place it face down. We don't want anyone to see it. Place it face down onto the center pile. Okay? Now, take the pile to the left of the center pile and place it on top of the center pile. Take this larger pile and place it on top of the pile to the right. So now you just have 1 pile on the table, just a bunch of cards. Pick up all the cards, and we're ready to begin the lie detector test. Now, the way it's going to work is this. It's like a game. I'm going to ask you 4 questions. Now, on all 4 questions, you can either lie to me, or you can tell me the truth. Or you can do a combination of both. You can lie on some of the questions, or tell the truth on some of them. Or you can tell all true answers or all false answers. It's entirely up to you. Just don't tell me what you're doing. Okay? Now, the first question. Was your card red or black? Just say it out loud, red or black. Okay, if you said red, you're going to spell out the word red, R-E-D. That's 3 letters. You're going to deal 1 card for each letter. You're going to deal them onto a pile in front of you. So if you said red, you'd go R-E-D, dealing 1, 2, 3 cards, one on top of the other. If you said black, You would deal 5 cards, one on top of the other, because black has 5 letters in it, B-L-A-C-K. Pause the video now and do that. Okay, I'm assuming you've done that. If you have any cards left in your hand, just drop them on top of the pile on the table. Okay, just drop them on top of the pile on the table. Pick everything up. This is your second question. And remember, you can lie or you can tell the truth on this question as well. Second question. What was the suit of your card? Was it hearts, clubs, spades, diamond? Just say it out loud. Okay, if you said hearts, what I want you to do is spell out hearts, H-E-A-R-T-S. If you spelled clubs, C-L-U-B-S. Spades, S-P-A-D-E-S. Just deal the cards, one card for each letter, into a pile onto the table. If you said diamond, again, just D-I-A-M-O-N-D, one card for each letter. Pause the video now and do that. Okay. Now, if you have any cards remaining in your hand, just pick them up and just drop them onto the pile you just dealt out. Now pick everything back up. Question number 3. And remember, you can lie on this question too, or you can tell the truth. It makes no difference. What was the value of your card? Was it a king? Was it an ace? Was it the lucky number 7? What was it? Say it out loud. Okay. Again, you're going to spell your answer out, dealing one card for each letter. For instance, if you said 10, you would spell T-E-N, dealing one card for each letter. So you would deal 3 cards into a pile onto the table. Pause the video now and do that. If it was a king, you would spell K-I-N-G into a pile onto the table. Pause the video now and deal out what your card was. Okay, I'm assuming you've done that. If you have any cards left in your hand, pick them up, drop them onto the pile onto the table that you just dealt out, and pick up all the cards, hold them in your hand, and this is your final question. What kind of answers did you give me? Were all of your answers true? Were some of them true and false? Or were none of them true and none of them false? You can spell true if all your answers were true. If none of them were true, you can spell none. Or if some of them were true and some of them were false, you can spell both. B-O-T-H. Pause the video now. Spell true, none, or both, dealing one card for each letter. Pause the video now and do that. Okay, so I don't know, maybe you spelled true, maybe you spelled none, maybe you spelled both. I don't know what you just spelled. If you have any cards remaining in your hand, just drop those on top of the cards you just dealt out. Pick everything up, and that's it. Who knows? I doubt this even worked. But the only thing left now is to tell me, what was your card? The card you peeked at before, just tell me what your card was. Just say it out loud. Actually, I'm slightly deaf in this ear. Could you say it a little louder? Just as I suspected. So now, the only thing left to do is, well, I need you to take a peek at the top card in the pack you're holding now. Go ahead, take a look at the top card now. Did I get it? If the lie detector got your card, I need you to post me a comment now. If the lie detector did not get your card, don't worry about it. Those people will generally die 15 seconds after watching this video. Thanks so much. I'll see you next week.